Because you'll notice all these pipes. Okay, that's what we're doing. This one we're going to be using pipes running in all directions. Very simple, very easy way. Probably the easiest thing to do when you're airbrushing. So I'll show you exactly how we do that. That is so incredibly simple, it's not even funny, okay? So I'll show you one I've done earlier over here. This is a really easy one. Okay, this is just a practice one to get me started. I just did a couple of trendy things with it. You can see we got Batman and we got a basketball down there. See, I've run some yellow in the middle of the blue there, some background stuff. Okay, I'll show you how that's done as well. And very simple, in fact. Basically, what you do, let's get you back down here on the job. Basically, you draw. That's probably best to use a nice straight edge for this. Get it nice and straight. So what I do is I generally come in a little bit from the corner, like so. Come up from the bottom, making sure that's straight also. Okay, that gives me a nice straight line, like so. I cut 3 different sizes of these, by the way, guys. Using the edge of my paper there for nice, keeping things nice and straight, like so. Okay. Now what we're doing at the moment, we're actually creating these little sections here. Okay, these little joiners. You see the things that are joining them together? That's what we're creating right now. Okay. So very simple. Just grab your pencil, get a nice circle going there. Nice circle going there. Cut that one out. Use a cutting board because you don't want your knife to go blunt on you too quickly. Okay, like so. Cut him out. Okay, like so. Very simple. Up and around like so. I'm just doing this rough again, of course, because I'm rushing. So once you cut out your center of your hole, that's what you have right there. So you've got a nice little hollow. Now you'll be using that for all your joints, all right? So let's get you up here on the board to show you how to do this. Incredibly simple, all right? Incredibly simple. Okay. Let's get the camera up on there. You can see exactly what's going on up here. Hopefully I won't get in the way of myself. Okay, so this is the airbrush I use, guys. It's a little, tiny little one. I push down for air, I pull back for paint. You can see here, let's get that over there a little bit. It's good to do a little bit of practice. I like to do little dots, make them get bigger as I get further out. All that sort of thing. Different little techniques. Do little straight lines, just to get used to it. Try and get used to getting a nice thin. When you push down, of course, the more you push back, the more paint comes out, as you can see, right? Very clever little thing. All right, now let's get back here, guys. And let's have a look at how we're going to do these stencils. Now remember that stencil we cut out? Remember that little one? Okay, so basically all you do here is, what you do is try and get on the edge of the template rather than on the job itself. And if you go right on the edge, the paint will take care of itself. You see that? Do your straight up and downer. Straight up and downer like so. Same here. Right on the edge. Make sure you leave that centerpiece, all right? Because we want to leave that centerpiece, all right? Now, once we've done that, it's very simple to just grab a piece of paper again and just hold it up against the edge. Come in a little bit. Once again along the edge. Look at how quick that was. So simple, right? So simple, so quick. One I may want to do one down the other way as well. Let's get one in there, real quick. Okay, look at that. So simple, so quick. Try not to drop your paper on the ground, like I just did. Same here. It's probably the easiest technique. Now, there's a lot more complicated techniques than this for airbrushing. So this is a great way to start yourself off. Okay, there we go. Up here also, of course. I have one there. Get it nice and lined up. Try and keep it straight. If you want to use measurements, you can. If you're unsure of yourself, you can use measurements. But I like to just try and keep things moving. I find I get a better job when I'm moving along. As you can see there, I've probably gone a little bit too high there, but that can be fixed very quickly. That's the most other really great thing about airbrushing, guys. You can actually fix your mistakes. So we're going to come up a little bit above that and fill this section in so we don't notice it too much. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, once I've done that colour, what I do, stay with me there guys, I'm going to change colours real quick. I should probably show you how I do that also. I basically flush the gun out with some thinners, alright? So I just flush it out like so. Get rid of the red. It's a lot of changing colours and stuff, so a lot of messing around. Once I've done that, I'll grab myself, if I've got any left, these little cotton tips, you've probably seen them around. And I just clean out the barrel, especially when you're going from dark colours to light colours. If you go from light colours to dark colours, it should be okay. Because like if you go from yellow to black, you just need to basically empty the yellow out. That's thin as I'm running through there, by the way, so pretty patent stuff, but it's okay. Okay, so cleaning up the extra mess. Now I'll run my yellow in because I want to put a bit of yellow in the background there. Sorry, on the pipe itself. So, making sure you've got that going, what you basically do is this, is, you see my test. Sometimes you have to go for a little bit for your colour to run right through, okay? Once you get your colour right through, you're laughing. Back to the job again. Here we go, let's have a look here. Okay. Let's line that up. Okay, here we go. I want to show you how it's yellow. Now, I don't go in too heavy with the yellow. The idea is to just add a bit of colour to it, right? So, I don't want to kill it with the yellow, right? So, here we go. I could have a little bit of that frame around the outside. Now, once you've done that, if you add a little bit of, hang on, wait till that really stops. A little bit of black to that, you can then throw a little bit of a background colour on there. Let me see, let me just get this right. So we've got a very light brown there. I really wanted a darker brown, but we've got a lighter brown for now. So, you know, just add a bit of colour to the background, just moving well away. You can see how far away. I just better show you this. I'm quite a bit away from the actual job, whereas before I was more intense right in on the job. But in this case, you can see I'm a little bit further away, okay? Which enables me to get right, fill those colours up, right like so. Fill up the background, you know, try and get rid of the patchiness, like so, okay. This is what we're planning to do with our skateboard, of course, once we get, I'm going to use a much darker brown, of course. See, I've sort of avoided getting right on the edge there because you want a bit of a highlight between the pipes and the background. So let me put a little bit more black in that and give that a bit more of a darker brown for you. I really think it would be a lot better if it was a bit darker. Here we go, that's a bit better. You can probably have two tones in there if you want. So, once again, going over again with a little darker brown. Okay? This gives it a bit more of an edge. Gives it a bit of character. Okay, fill it in. So there we go, as you can see. Okay, that's what we're planning to do with this guy over here. So we're going to move on with this. We'll come back and have a look a bit later. Stepping right back there. You can see what we're planning, okay? Wonderful, guys. As you see, we're coming along quite nicely now. I've just done all the yellow. And the yellow, of course, is just done freehand, guys, like so. So you can watch how I do the yellow. I just run it all freehand. It doesn't matter if it goes over a little bit because we're going to be filling that in also. Right, so we're going to fill in the yellow like so. And of course, once we've done all our yellow, which you can see we have done, I won't just run it in the eyes here just for now. I've got plans for the skull later, so hang with us, stay with us on that. There's some special plans for that. I've got to go around that with white yet, so let's just go around it now with the yellow. So you can see how effective the templates are. You can see that, right? Really quite effective. Huh? Just a little bit of yellow on there for now. Pull that red a bit. So all of our piping's done. Took a little while, but that's all right. Don't worry about that too much. Now, bear with me because I'm just going to mix up a bit of a brown here. I'm certainly going to have a crack at it. Let's just chuck that in there for now. Throw in a bit of yellow. I need a fair bit of yellow when we're doing brown. A little bit of red, all right. Because I want a nice dark brown, all right. Well, I should probably show you how I'm mixing up these colours. Come on over here for a minute. Okay, so let's have a look at the colour bench here. Let's see what I make on my paints here. So I've run a bit of orange in there too. Of course, our main ingredient, our magic ingredient, is the black. But you've got to be careful with your black. You can't be using too much of it. Otherwise, you'll go too dark and cause yourself a lot of grief. So, I'm going to... Okay, first stage, of course, guys, is we're going to draw up our stencil, which I've kind of already drawn already. So basically, you draw your stencil up. I hope I'm not in the way of the camera here. I'm going to go a bit closer. That's a bit better. Drawing up your stencil. I'm just doing this rough to give you an idea. So I've already drawn this before. Okay, so you draw your stencil up, blah blah blah, and all that sort of thing, right? Make sure you draw the whole thing. I'm just doing a retracing of this because I'm kind of rushing it. So of course the important thing is to draw your stencil first. And then of course you've got to cut out your stencil using a nice sharp stencil knife like so. So I like to keep the back as well. So right around the outside. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exactly what you've got there. You can make your own way with it. I'm just doing this really rough now because I just have already got one cut on the job. So you cut your stencil, so forth. Cut that out, take the center out. Let's just pretend to cut all of that. You keep this one, okay, keep this one. This one you also keep for later, okay? Which is this one, which I've kept. That's my nice one, all right, I'll keep that for later. And this one, of course, will go up onto your job, okay? Onto your job up here, okay? So let's have a look up here, guys. You can see there, it is up there, okay? That's the stencil. You can see I've already started airbrushing around that one there. So the stencil is up there as I work around it, like so, okay? That's one way that we're going to do that, okay? All right, wonderful. That's one video. Okay, guys, I'm going to fill in a little bit of the blue now. So once again, we make sure we've got nice blue running through. And then it's just a matter of not getting too heavy in there. I've had to change the colour. I didn't like the brown. I think the blue, we need a bit more contrast. We weren't getting enough contrast before. As you can see, that is much better. So once again, not getting too heavy there. Just letting it find its own way. Blue all around it. Doesn't have to come right up to the edge as long as it's, filling in the extra space a little bit there. Okay. You see how I'm just very easily letting it find its way. Not getting too courageous. Just keep it nice and steady, and I'll finish that off and give you. Now you can see I'm running the wide around there. Nice line. It's going slow. Okay? I'll color it in too just for now, alright guys? So really nice. Keep the line around the outside there. Okay? Nothing too heavy. Okay? Nice line. So then when we pull it back, of course, we have our template like so, guys. We can take that off completely now. Now I don't know whether to colour that in or leave it. It looks pretty good the way it is, actually. I don't know, I'll have to decide. So what I'm actually doing now, guys, is putting the white highlights, okay? So I've done all the curved ones, and now I'm doing the flat ones. So it's just a matter of putting it over the existing spots. Putting the white coming through like so. Okay, a bit of a highlight, that type of thing. There's another one down here. Quite a few of these, actually. So it's not hard, you just get onto the edge like that. Any more up there? No, there's one right down here though. Just get the right template for that one. We'll find it. Where is it? Here we go. So that's a bit of a thinner one, so give you an idea there. Not too heavy, just a little bit. Like so. There's a couple of curved ones, and that's about it. There's another one over here. That one side off. I normally just highlight two sides, leave two sides alone, like so. There's another one just here, you can see that one. Once again, two sides, just highlight, nothing too heavy. There we go. Hope you saw all of that. Let's just take a step back and have a look at that now. It's coming together nicely now. It's really coming together. Okay. So still working on the highlights this time. I'm just going to bring a bit of a highlight in on these little guys here. This guy could probably do a little bit more on the edge here, actually. It's a bit scarce there. That's all we do, just bring in the middle, just give it a little very light, nothing too heavy, just to give it a bit of a highlight. Same with, in here we'll probably give them a little bit as well. You know, just okay, just to bring them up a little bit, just a little bit. You know, they're looking a bit lost out there on their own. Should probably be a little bit off centre to the other one, because it's like the inside of the pipe. I wouldn't put it exactly in the same spot. That one there needs another template. Just this one here, the skinny fella, that little fella there. Drop him in halfway. Give him a very light tap like so. That's probably a little too heavy too, actually. Never mind. Same in here. A bit of tap here. Not too much. Have a look at that one. Yeah, it's pretty good. So getting pretty close to it now. Okay, so it's meant to look cartoonish. You know, meant to look a little bit cartoonish, a bit crazy. Do a little bit of music. Bad, not much. Just a little bit in there. Make one down in here too. A quick little one. Very quick. One in there, like so. Getting there.